I would like to ask you guys the following question. What is the angle of inclination? Okay? Okay? What is the angle of inclination? Let me just... Okay? What is the angle of inclination? Can somebody please tell me? Yes, sir.
Between the x-axis and the line.
Okay, the angle between the x-axis and the line, you're about 70% correct. The acute angle. Okay, no, it's not necessarily just the acute angle. Yes. Okay, there you're getting closer to it. The angle measured between the positive x-axis and the line, you are about 90% right. Measured anti-clockwise. Okay, you have to measure angle of inclination anti-clockwise, because otherwise it's not angle of inclination anymore. So if I'm going to draw a few examples with you guys, so you can get used to just, I'm going to start with the easy ones. Easy peasy. If I draw a line there, where's your inclination angle? There. If I draw a line there, okay, your angle of inclination is, again, easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There. Okay, those ones you guys would all get right. Okay, now let's start to make life interesting. When I mean interesting, I mean really interesting. What if the line is there, or the line segment is there? I heard someone here. Okay, thank you very much. The one method you could use, ladies and gents, is extending this line. Okay? And measuring it there. There is a second method that you guys must get used to, which is drawing your own line. So in other words, drawing a line there that's parallel to the x-axis, and I measure the inclination angle there. Remember that, ladies and gents, you are allowed to construct your own lines. In the IEB, just putting it out there, it's expected that you draw your own lines in paper 2. It's not a should I, must I not. And now what about if the line lies there? Yes? Okay, so I'm going to draw my own line there. And there would be my angle of inclination, right? Okay. Now, ladies and gents, these are your basic different types of lines you will get. Now, I'm going to give you a nice tip now, because I know with angle of inclination, the way that they structure questions is really what the hell. Okay, I know that because I'm always that kind of a teacher that sets up those kind of questions. Ladies and gents, I'm going to give you 2 tips. If you're going to use these 2 tips, life is going to be much simpler for you. The first tip is, in analytical geometry, if they give you angles or they ask you angles, you know there's a 95+% chance it has to do with inclination angles. So if they give you this angle is 45 degrees, you know somewhere in that sum you are going to have to do inclination angles. So you must get your mind to the place where you think about inclination angles. Always. And if it doesn't touch an axis, you draw your own line and put it in. That's the first tip. The moment you see angles in analytical, you go for inclination. The second tip, and this is the tip, I promise you, if you're going to use this tip, you're going to have success. The moment I ask you an angle between two lines, let's say this is alpha. Okay? And they ask you something about alpha. Which lines do alpha touch? So let's say this is A, B, C. Which lines do alpha touch? A, B, and? Now here's the thing. Those two lines, their inclination angle work together to get alpha. You look at the lines they touch, and those are the inclination angles you've got to use. Let me give you guys a nasty little secret. Even if you have no clue what to do, and they give you an alpha in there, guys, get inclination angles. You're going to score a few marks. Even if you don't know how to finish off the sum, you are going to score marks. In this case, I would go and draw my angle of my line parallel to the x-axis there. There's the one, there's the other one. Oh, but I've got a triangle here. So I can use normal geometry.